All right, what's going on, guys? DJI ACTION 5 Pro ND16 freewell. I must say it actually looks pretty sweet right now. I think the cooler tones from the ND are lending themselves well to the wet green that is going on around us. We'll see. We are getting audio from the DJI Mic Mini, and today I just want to talk about some YouTube woos, YouTube struggles, kind of content creation things in general. And we're actually also in extreme light mode. I don't have a cage on my camera right now, which I normally would. All right, let's see if this resonates with you. You start a YouTube channel, it's nice and fresh. You start posting some things, you don't really care, you're just happy that you've been creating. And you know, you get 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, and it's starting to feel good. You're in a flow. It feels like you cannot be stopped. Then all of a sudden, you start to get some subscribers. People start to listen, people start to comment, resonate with what you're doing. You start to check out their work, and you start to build this community, effectively like we've done here. And everything seems to be going great. It's kind of just like rinse, wash, repeat. Then this little thing starts to get into your head where you're like, okay, is this good enough to share on my channel? Is this good enough content? Are my followers or my subscribers who have recently come, are they gonna stay engaged if I keep making this kind of content? And the reality is, yes, they are, because when you create a community, it's not actually about what you post anymore so much as it's about being active in the community. When you're going out and commenting on other people's videos and you're keeping a conversation going in your comment sections and theirs, people are always going to show up. Like they showed up effectively. The people who subscribe to your channel have already seen the worst your channel is ever going to be, the worst that you're ever going to be talking into the camera, the worst that you're ever going to be editing, all of these things, because you're going to naturally get better as you go on. And so I think the main culprit here is YouTube Studio. Now, if you've ever done YouTube or any sort of social media, if you've ever taken it seriously, so to speak, you can get really caught up in the analytics really fast. And the problem is that the analytics are undefeated. They will never, ever be beat. And what do I mean by that? YouTube has a rating system. It kind of gives you your last 10 videos. Like it'll put your last 10 videos in a pool, and then it will give you a rating 1 of 10 to see where your video falls within the last 10. So this is I think it's actually an awesome metric because it gives you a good idea of like, are you getting better? Are you getting worse? But the problem is that because it's relative to your last 10 videos, it can be discouraging if, like, let's say you have a bunch of super successful videos, and by super success, I'm like, after an hour you have 100 views. So it will update as the video progresses. So it'll say at the 2-hour mark, this video is performing 4 of 10. So the higher the lower the number, the better the performance. So everybody wants to see the 1 of 10. You log on, you hit refresh, 1 of 10. It's the most views you've had in the shortest amount of time. There's fireworks that go off on the screen, and it feels like, dude, I made it. But the problem here is that, like I was saying, it's only based on the last 10. So, for instance, in my case, I've actually had quite a good run of, I would call, successful videos. And successful meaning like each video, let's say we rate it on the 100 view scale. So after an hour, it has 100 views. That would be like my last 10 videos have easily hit 100 views in an hour. If I were to post a video right now and it were to hit 99 views in that first hour, it would show up as YouTube as a 9 of 10, which doesn't look good. That's a very bad score, or a 10 of 10, I should say, not even 9 of 10. 10 of 10, your worst video in the last 10, but it only underperformed by 1 view. And YouTube views are not really correlated with the amount of time. So sometimes it takes a longer, like depending on the type of content, if it's a hot topic, you'll get a lot of views really quickly. But if it's more of like an evergreen video, say it's like a settings video, you might not get all of the views in the first hour or even the first day. It takes time for the SEO to kick in, for like there's different ways to play the game is what I'm saying. But all of this to wrap up, don't let the YouTube algorithm discourage you from doing what you were doing for fun. This is not a pro gig for most of us. The problem is that I've been too wrapped up in the analytics. So I've shot maybe 6 to 10 vlogs and partially edited them that haven't seen the light of this channel because I just didn't think they would be good enough. But I would never have done that 2 months ago. So, and the worst part is that generally when I do end up posting those videos that I thought weren't going to be good, they end up being my best performing vlogs. So it's like, it's double bad. Don't do this. Just take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt, and remember that this is not, you're not only as good as your last video. I think that's the best way to put it. I think for me, I get caught up because it's like, okay, one video will do really well, and then I'll get a whole bunch of new subscribers, and then I'll think, okay, the next video has to keep those subscribers, or it has to be really good video, because if it's not a really good video, it's gonna get pushed to everybody who subscribed to my channel, then they're not gonna like it, and then I'm gonna end up in the dead YouTube algorithm trap. Okay, I got a minute to get the C-Bus here. I think that's enough for today. I think you guys get what I'm throwing down. I love you. I will see you in the next video. Peace. Sorry to rush that part. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I got 45 seconds. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Don't let the YouTube analytics take over your life. Don't overthink it. Post the vlog. Begin working on the next one. Something in the past is in the past.